All right, the long-awaited popper video is finally here, and if you guys are wondering who the hell is this guy, well, your boy has changed some bit. But anyway, I will be bringing you guys the 6'8", kind of meta popper that I will be using pretty much throughout the whole year. I really don't see myself actually changing this, so let's get right into it. So I actually have it written down because I couldn't remember, but the weight is gonna be 268 pounds. Obviously, the wingspan, I mean, you're on a popper, so you want to max this out. Now, I will say that the attributes on this build might not be the greatest thing for you, but for me and how I play, I'm going to try to go over, kind of my thought process in how I chose each attribute and kind of playing the game anyway. You guys will realize that most of these attributes, they're like the middle ground to the higher upper echelon. And honestly, this build plays fantastic. I have had, zero issues with it. So let's get straight into it. All right, the finishing category, this is what it's going to look like. We're going to start off strong with the close shot at a 55 and the driving layup at a 55, and the driving dunk at a 75 and a standing at a 70. Now, let me explain why I chose these, and let me move my camera real quick, like here. As you guys could tell, this is all the finishing stuff that you actually get for all this. So for driving dunk, I decided to go with 75, and I do believe you get athletic one-handers off one, which honestly, I think is the best dunk package in the game. That's not like, Michael Jordan or whatnot, where you're taking off from 700 feet out. But athletic one-handers off one has given me zero issues. And then the standing dunk, obviously, is at a 70. I mean, when you're under the basket, you're going to dunk the ball anyway. It's just the way this game works. So let's get straight into the shooting. All right, for the shooting, this is where a lot of you guys are going to be like, are you okay? Why is your mid-range an 84? So in this game, to get, higher customs and better upper releases, you do need a higher mid-range shot. It's not a requirement. If your three ball is really high, you don't need the mid-range all the way, to an 84 like how I have it. But in this case, I have a 78 three-pointer, and then the mid-range at an 84 allows me to get pretty much every single upper release that I choose. I will be showing you guys my jump shot, but I think I dropped my jump shot as you're watching this earlier today. So go check that out if you guys want to know what my jump shot is. But this is the attributes I decided to go with. And here are the badges. You do get silver blinders. You do get gold catch and shoot, silver deadeye, silver green machine, silver space creator, gold guard up, all that good stuff. Honestly, this build is like a really fun to play on because I've never had a build with mid-range, like really at all. So like I'll be going into the mid-range and fading and taking post-fade middies. It's really a fun build. But yeah, this is what I decided to go with. 84 midi, 73, and the 73 free throw. All right, so for the playmaking, I will tell you guys, this is exactly how I have it on my build, but I will tell you guys, if you can somehow find a way to get that pass accuracy to a 75, you will not regret it. But for the time being, this is exactly how I have it on my build. I don't really have trouble with it, but I think that +5 pass accuracy does really help. And I do believe you get break starter at silver at a 75 pass accuracy. So it kind of depends on the game mode that you're playing. I think in this case, since I am mostly a park player, I'll dig into pro-am here and there. But I think it depends on the game mode that you want to play. So, if you're a rec / pro-am power forward, you might want to just sacrifice other things to get that 75 pass accuracy. But in this case, the way I play, not necessary. All right, so this is how I have all my defensive stuff. The interior, I know what you guys are thinking. You're like, what are you doing? Why is your interior only a 77? Just, be patient. Perimeter D is at an 86. Let me move my camera just a little bit. Now we don't need every single other thing. So perimeter is going to be an 86, as you guys can tell. That'll be for, I believe, I don't even know why I went 86. Actually, that's a great question. If you guys could save that extra rating, go right ahead. I think it might go up because of a certain, maybe I like up my strength or something along those lines. But that's how I have it currently. The steal is at a 91 for the gold glove. Now, as you guys know, if you played this game at all, steals are really broken. So make sure you guys put that high steal. If anything, the max you want to go is 85. So like I said, if you want to get that pass up and maybe, sacrifice your steal. But honestly, I'm going to get to it here in a second. I wouldn't sacrifice the steal. I would actually choose to sacrifice my block. Now, you guys could go a higher chase down, which I do believe is, I think to get Hall of Fame chase down, it's 94 block. You guys don't even need that. I mean, chase down artists is really hard to actually keep, especially at Hall of Fame. So if I was to change my build, if there was anything I would change about my build, I would lower my block actually to an 87 until I can get silver anchor, and then up my pass accuracy to a 75. If you guys get other attributes in that then, you know, that's great. But that's how I would change it if I was to change anything, because I noticed that Silver Anchor is good enough, especially when you guys see what my strength is actually at. So yeah, for the time being, I think this build, like I said, I've had really no complaints. I'm just trying to give you guys an optimized version to what I would change if I was to change anything. But really, realistically, I wouldn't want to change my build. All right, so for the last part, which is the physicals, you're going to have 79 speed, 67 excel. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. That might be a little bit slow, and I will be honest, sometimes I do feel it. But I think the 79 speed, but then the 90 strength. As you guys can tell, Hall of Fame Box Out Beast is great. You get Immovable Enforcer at... there you go. At 90, you get Immovable Enforcer on gold, and obviously Brick Wall also on gold. So many things get improved at a 90 strength. Now, I will say for my vertical, I just like having high vertical builds because I feel like it gives me better rebound animations. Now, again, I would like to go back to this. A lot of you guys will probably say, you know, go 99 rebound chaser, but you're 6'8", right? The things you have to sacrifice in order to get that actual rebound chaser to 99 is a lot of things. I mean, you probably won't have the steal high enough. Your block will probably be, you know, Silver Anchor range and whatnot. I just don't think that Hall of Fame Rebound Chaser itself is worth it because it just costs way too much. I think it costs like 3 or 4 overalls to actually be able to do that. So I compensate, you know, I have to, you know, kind of meet in the middle with this. So I decided to get a higher vert because I don't actually get, you know, the Hall of Fame Rebound Chaser, but I decided to get a higher vert so I get higher... Well, I get better jumping animations. And if I was to change this, the lowest I would go is probably like the 80 range. You know, 80 to 85. I don't really know if that is a massive difference, but this is how my build actually looks. You know, attribute for attribute, 99 overall. I'll show you guys what it's called here in a second. But, I mean, this build, I really have zero complaints about it. I mean, I use it all the time now. Build really just... It dominates, truly. You have everything you need. It's called a two-way spot-up glass cleaner. I mean, the name, you know, it is what it is. If you clicked on this video, you most likely want, like, a meta type of popper build. You're not going to want to make, like, you know, a Kevin Durant. I mean, I don't even know. Shades of Dave DeBuscher, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Al Horford. I mean, I guess.